Oh, how the sads come and go, but depression, now that's a hard blow. Luckily, Better Brain is your special bro. When it's not okay to be okay, Better Brain is here to save the day. With selections between four different therapists, all based in Taiwan, along with a variety of narcotics and stimulants, Better Brain is prepared to get you back on the road to recovery. Use code BIGGER, to get 12% off your next bottle of diclonopin if prescribed to you. Again, that's code BIGGER, for 12% off your next dosage of diclonopin. And yes, that's real. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Today is October 22nd, 8:55 p.m. Today is Sunday, and the year is 2023. That time adjustment was completely out of whack. I'm completely sorry about that. It is the end of the today, the first day of my week off. I slept 12 hours even. I went to bed at about 9:30ish p.m. and I woke up at about 9:20ish. Good sleep, definitely good sleep. Very, it didn't really, it didn't feel too different, but it was relieving not having to wake up to an alarm. However, I can't say I would necessarily be any more or less energetic throughout the day, off of 6 or 7 hours of sleep versus 12. I'll tell you what, no, I'm exhausted now. I had a completely full day. There kicks on the air conditioner. I'm sorry, I can't be bothered to uh, condition my recording conditions. I usually record at the table. Today I'll just be recording it on my bed, looking up at the ceiling, taking my glasses off. My new glasses, by the way, because the very first thing that I did today, besides tidy up a little bit, and my version of tidying up today wasn't vacuuming or making my bed. Today's version of tidying up was putting away two dishes and then sitting down. I've just been... Good Lord, what a day. I'm more exhausted today than I would be normally just going to work. It's probably because I ate a lot more crap today than I would normally eat. I went to the eye doctors at about 11:50ish is when I arrived. I didn't realize that the glasses place that I went to today didn't open until about 12 on the dot, which is when my appointment was, and which is also when everybody else's appointment was. Everybody made an appointment for about 12 on the dot even, which is a little crazy. Got in and out actually pretty quick though. If you're ever looking for a good eye store, I can stand by Stanton, and this is not. This video is sponsored by Better Brain, which is a very real mental health site. It is not sponsored by Stanton, however, which I think is an amazing eye place. I absolutely fantastic. You give them $79, not $80, $79 even. They give you two pairs of glasses, a free eye exam, and about 20 minutes after your eye exam, you get your glasses. You don't even have to wait a week or anything like that. Of course, it depends if they already have your lenses and stuff like that. But with the frames that I usually like to get, which are just these, I believe they're called Elemental Aviator glasses. They have the spring arms. These they have these in stock, so I just get two pairs of these. My goodness, they are fantastic. What an easy, mindless thing to do. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. They gave me a sheet of paper with my receipt saying that there are some, they give you some recommendations and some things that they found based off of your prescription, and a lot of things on my list was exposure to blue light, and it's like, oh, I do get exposed to blue light a lot. So they actually gave me they didn't prescribe me, but I guess they advised me to purchase some fish oil pills, which I will actually probably be purchasing. They did have an option for some blue filter glasses, but they did not go with the deal, and I didn't want to argue or haggle or figure out how much extra that they would cost. So I just got the two standard glasses. I'll probably be purchasing those pills probably tomorrow when I go get my rent and my phone minutes, which is going to be expensive as hell. Um, had to borrow some money that I'll have to pay back. So instead of getting my regular amount of money that I usually pay, I'll be getting way more. I'll be digging into my savings a lot. I've been contemplating whether or not I should take a lot of my money out of savings and have it physically just, like lying around. Uh, I wonder if that's a smart decision or not. Do you guys do that? I feel like I should, but I also don't know if I should. Adult life is new to me. It's scary, but also it's not the end of the world, and I'll get used to it. There's just a lot of things, and it's very an opinionated. Oh, shit! I thought it was tugging at a mustache hair, but uh, it's actually just a really long nose hair. That hurt. Oh my god! Was that God's way of telling me to stop talking, or whatever's way of telling me to stop talking? I got shortly after the eyeglass appointment. I went to the fair, the local county fair, with a few of my friends, and I got stopped by a few churchgoers. I'm not sure how else to put it. They wanted me to go to church with them. They kept giving me booklets and telling me about how I was going to hell because I got stopped by two or three of them, and I tried giving them all different answers just to see which was because I don't want nothing against them, but I really do truly want to not interact with them that often just because they all tell me the same thing and then they just make me feel bad, and they say if you want to feel better, come to church. And I know they mean well. That's how they find their I'm not sure how to put it. That's how they find their value and purpose in life, to an extent. Not obviously like, I mean, I guess they wouldn't be offended at saying that they dedicate their life to Jesus and God, Christ above. But that is just personally, I just do not see eye to eye with them, and I don't think that's bad anyway. Of course, if I do say that, they may or may not get mad at me. So I just take their pamphlets and I smile and I nod, and then I give them a fake name, and they say we'll try to look for you at church. But they usually see so many people that day, they probably won't remember me, and if they do, here's my public statement to you. I am deeply sorry. It is nothing against you and nothing against your religion. It's just I wholeheartedly, I do care about other people, but I have about a million and one other things to do on a Sunday. Main one is going to work and then going home and resting up, and any other day is also going to work or resting up or working on my own thing and working on myself as a person to be the person that I want to be, the person that I visualize, and the person that I admire. And while I don't think that going to church will stop me from being that person at all, it is definitely something else to do that I would have to fit in my very busy schedule, which my very busy schedule also includes 3 or 4 hours of watching South Park, which is you may call vegging out and wasting time, but it is actually writing research, trying to figure out how South Park structures an episode. So how about that? See, that was a bit violent. It was a bit how do I put it, nihilistic, I guess you could say, towards those kinds of people. I'm not trying to be that at all. Off the topic of religion, the fair was quite fun. It would have been even more fun if it wasn't so gosh darn expensive. Good lord, it cost $5 to get in and leave. But you now have to pay an entrance fee on top of buying a wristband. An entrance fee used to be about $7 or $8. Now it's 14. To buy a wristband is 30. You have to give them a ticket. You have to take all your things out of your pocket and give it to them and run through a metal detector because people won't stop bringing illegal, awful things into the fair. You get all your stuff back. You go on all the rides, and you still have to pay $5 to leave. Good lord, it costs 44, 50 ish even dollars to go in, and if you want to buy food, you might as well make it 70. Like, good lord, it's a lot. You might as well just save up enough for a few tickets for a ticket for yourself to go to Universal or something like that. It really would be nicer. They had a lot of good fun things at the fair. Hopefully, there is a picture I got on top of a small Ferris wheel to show you all the beautiful things at that fair. Probably some of my favorite rides is probably like I want to say it's called the Super Himalayas ride. It goes forward, then it goes backwards, and it just goes really fast. Would have been more awesome, but I was with a bunch of other people in the car. It was very tight, and we were crushing the man on the outside of us. Kind of sucked. Then another one where it was like another. It was almost the exact same ride, but it was with jet skis. That one was pretty fun. I got very sick on that. I got very sick on that ride. It was actually the last ride that we rode before we bought our food, enjoyed the atmosphere, and then left. Um, just like every year that I go to the fair, which I haven't gone for some time. I've only gone twice before, and that was a year I took off. But I usually always bring home a commemorative and refillable cup when I come home from the fair. The past 2 years, it's just been like a plain fair cup. It's just like a nice tall thing, and it has a straw and a lid on it. This year, however, I picked up a fancy little moonshine bottle. It actually looks quite nice. Filled it up all the way with sweet tea, which is probably why I have a headache right now because I didn't drink that much, barely any water today. Actually, I had a cup of coffee, I had that sweet tea, and then I had a soda pop. So a lot less water than I would have liked to drink, unfortunately. That's okay. Tomorrow I will be drinking way more water. I'll be eating way more wiser. Today obviously was a cheat day. Yesterday was a little bit of a cheat day too. I didn't have much good to eat yesterday, and I had more filling things to eat today, but they weren't very good for me. Tomorrow, back to the old grind of leftovers from the fridge, pineapple, and water. And tomorrow will be also the first day that I try to cut out coffee and replace it instead with tea. Um, I would like to find another day to do it to feel nicer, but uh, this probably isn't going to happen. I promised somebody I would hang out on Wednesday, and I might feel later different about it, but I think I'm just gonna ask him to cancel. I just really don't want to hang out with anybody. I don't know. I actually just want the whole week to myself if that's a okay. I don't know why I'm asking you. Um, but I really do just want the entire week to myself. This Monday through Sunday, I really just do want all of that to me. And then Monday I'll figure out something. I don't know. I don't know. I know I got a damn headache. Probably because of all the lack of water I've been drinking. Tomorrow we'll drink more water. That is my solemn swear. I'm gonna have a wicked headache tomorrow from skipping that coffee, so I don't think it's gonna get any better. I'll just go ahead and down a couple ibuprofens the second I wake up because I know it's gonna kick in about around the same time. I will be drinking tea, though. However, instead of coffee, my body won't care. It will want more anyways. So got that to look forward to. But it's necessary. It needs to happen. I want coffee out of my life. It's done nothing for me but that one goddamn headache, and I have a sneaking suspicion it's fueling. And please excuse me if I'm using the wrong term, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's fueling my what do you want to call it? What's it called when you just constantly think you have like life-ending diseases? I have that where I'll just see like a lump on my leg, or I'll have a headache for a couple of days. I'm like, this is it. It's a brain tumor. It's gonna kill me. Uh, I can't think of it. If you know, leave a comment below. Ugh. These new glasses too. My old glasses. Uh, the frames are so bent that the lenses were different spaces away from my eyes, so my eyes are having trouble adjusting to these. It's just a whole thing right now. I'm just exhausted and I have a headache and my eyes are all feel all funny and oh, well, just wild, 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 wild. I have to go to the bank tomorrow, take out way more money than I actually want to take out, buy my phone minutes. Once I get that done and set it all out of the way, I'll feel way better, but I'm just not looking forward to it, you know? Tomorrow at the store, I should probably pick up some electrolyte ish type bottles because those are good for me, and I still want to be drinking more of those, making sure 100% I get my electrolytes in. I want my gut microbiome to feel all nice and sweet and healthy. I'll try to swing by pharmacy and see what kind of crazy, wacky vitamin slash pills the docs want me on. Uh, this is so much, man. This is so much, and it's not. It's. I feel like people phrase it the wrong way. They say that adult life is completely different. It's not different. You know, if you're still in school, here's my best way to phrase adult life to you. You know how you get up every day absolutely dreading school, dreading the assignment you didn't do. Uh, Adult life is almost it's very close to that, but it's nothing like that at all. It's the same thing, but in like a different manner. I feel, adult life is 1,000,000,000% way more preferable for me than school life. People is sometimes even me sometimes will look back at the school life and be like, man, we had it good those days. We had no responsibilities. It's like, yeah, but we're only remembering the good things. We're only remembering the things about school that we enjoyed, and we remember the things that we hated about school, also enjoying them because we, you know. But it really was like I hated school much more. It was much more stressful. It really made. I really did not like it one bit. I obviously liked a lot of things about it. Like I liked my friends. There were some teachers that I liked. There were some schools and there were some school classes and activities that I liked. I liked going to lunch. I liked hanging out with my friends. I liked all that shit. But that was like 20% of it. The other 80% of it, I dreaded and I hated and I despised with every fiber of my being. And there's not a day that goes by that I regret those days, but I never want to go back to them. I'm glad that they happened, but I'm very much more glad that they're over. Adult life, I wake up every morning thinking about going to work, but I'm not dreading it as much as school because I know I'm getting paid, and I know that a lot of that money is going towards things that I don't see, like bills and power and stuff like that. And it's like I do see those, but you know, those are like basic bare necessities. So those are whatever. But I know the rest of it can go to fun things that I like, or if I want to be a bit more responsible, I could save them up for even more fun things that I like. But I just won't see it for as long, like planning a trip or buying a big new piece of technology or visiting a friend far away, which I feel like you barely ever get with school, or at least the school that most people go to. You can go to a nice fancy school and get a bunch of that stuff, but you'll be paying way more for it. If you're like me, you went to a very low or middle class school and you didn't experience any of that, but you experience much more fun things you wouldn't be getting at other superficial schools, or you'd be getting a lot less of. I feel. Your the and fresh adult life is almost like a fresh start. As long as you're a tiny bit more on top of it as that you were in school, it will never be nowhere near as stressful. You could really fall off in school saying like, oh, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that, I'm not good at that, never try in those classes, and just roll with the bad grades in there and get lectures all the time, and it could really just feel like sour. But with adult life, it really is just a bare minimum. Just find yourself a job, show up every day on time. You don't even have to have a smile on your face. Just show up every day on time and do what people ask you to do. And when they yell at you, you can say, okay, whatever, because you can't let them get to you. Get paid and find yourself a place and pay your rent and just really just like do the like the bare like the actual I wouldn't even say the bare minimum, just like the flow of it. Work, pay, work, and then work pays you, and then you pay other people, and then you set aside your dough, and you really like just as the end of the month wraps up, what is it? You just fix everything up, and then the next month is just kind of like worry free. Everything's like rent free in your head, but you're not rent free. You're paying rent. I wish I treated that statement about adult life a little bit more carefully because I felt like I just treated it so carelessly. Um, because I'm so tired right now. I have a buzzing in my head. I have a bit of a buzzing feeling. God, I cannot wait to go to bed. God, I cannot wait to go to bed. I'm more tired after this than the Arrow store. Um, but I had a lot of fun. I'm addicted to gambling, by the way. I went to one of those coin pushers with a $100 bill just hanging by the bare angle on it, and god damn it, I'm addicted to gambling like a motherfucker. Like I can never in my life go to a casino. I will waste every single dollar I own there. Every single dollar. I am a hard. Let this be known to everybody. I am an addictive gambler. I can gamble my entire life away. I've never gambled before, except for today, which I now know I will never gamble again because I just could not quit. I could not stop. I kept asking for. I kept bumping quarters. I kept trading in dollars. I just cannot. I cannot do it. Just a small win for me was enough for me to go insane. I will say this. I regret not trying harder to get that $100 bill, and that's the gambler's mindset because I wasted like $20 in that thing. Good lord. Never again. That was terrible. I'm an addictive gambler. Please let that be known. I want everybody to know that so they can hold me accountable to it if I slip up it later in life. Good lord. Terrible, terrible thing. That's going to come to bite me in the ass later. Me being a gambler. Watch somebody post this clip after showing like a news article of me with like half my clothes ripped off and I'm like crying and I got like a sour face on my face and it's like man kills everybody at a casino because he lost a blackjack, which is my favorite game. So addicted to gambling, good lord. Just this one, let it be known that I only tried actual gambling like this one time tonight, and not like digital gambling. That's bullshit. You don't really feel the rush when it's actual money on the line and you could see it. You really feel it. Nah, that messed me up, man. That just messed me up. Never again. I'm never gambling again. That will just absolutely ruin me. Okay, enough talking about gambling. It's stuffing here. It's warm. I'm so tired. And I can't wait to get tomorrow over with. And shamefully, I hate to admit it, but I also can't wait to cancel on my friend. It does feel good to cancel sometimes. Cancel plans. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does feel really good sometimes to cancel plans. I'm gonna try to down a bunch of water before I go to bed. I know I'm gonna have to wake up pissing, but it's preferable than just having this headache. Go tomorrow. I get a new debit card. Pay all my rent. Get my phone bill. So expensive. Buy all the shit I need. Huddle back up in my house. Clean up a little bit. Probably JO a couple times. Record another episode of Tatio when it's all said and done. Sit back at my computer and get back to work. After those fish oil pills I'll consume, of course. All right. Good night.